Have you ever wondered why, after turning 70, so many people gradually begin to pull away from social visits and interactions? Picture yourself carrying the rich weight of 7 decades, each year packed full of joy, sorrow, victories, and losses. You've loved deeply, celebrated milestones, faced heartache, and built wisdom through countless experiences. Yet suddenly, almost quietly, the once familiar chatter of gatherings and casual meetups seems less appealing, and the idea of stepping back into solitude gently calls your name. Why does this happen? Is it merely tiredness? Or is there something deeper, something truly profound pulling you away from regular visits? In today's video, we're uncovering 5 shocking truths about why, after the age of 70, visiting people and attending gatherings may lose its appeal. Trust me, by sticking around to understand these truths, you won't just gain insight into the mindset of older adults, you'll discover powerful life lessons about authenticity, meaningful connections, and living a life that genuinely reflects your values, regardless of your age. Before we dive deeper, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd take a moment to like this video. Your support truly means the world to me and helps spread these valuable lessons to more people who might need them. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay notified whenever I post new, inspiring content designed especially for you. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts as we move forward through these eye-opening revelations. If you resonate with what I'm sharing today, please leave a comment below and type the number 1 to let me know you're finding value in this video. If, for any reason, you don't connect with the content or you feel there's room for improvement, simply comment 0. Your feedback helps me tailor future videos to meet your interests and needs even better. You see, age isn't just a number, it's a powerful lens through which life is viewed differently. Turning 70 means recognizing the finite nature of time, embracing authenticity after decades of social performances, and reevaluating what's genuinely worth your precious energy. Whether you're already over 70, approaching that milestone, or simply trying to understand someone you love who is, this video holds meaningful insights you won't want to miss. Now, if you're ready to peel back the layers, challenge your perspective, and walk away with deeper empathy and wisdom, let's explore these 5 shocking truths together. Remember, the most rewarding journeys often begin with curiosity. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. The burden of time changes everything. By the time you reach 70, the illusion of infinite time has quietly faded, replaced by a profound realization of life's precious, limited moments. Each year doesn't simply stack neatly on top of the last like pages in a book. Rather, each moment intricately weaves itself into your being, adding depth, texture, and complexity to your worldview. You've witnessed history unfold, wars on distant shores and quiet battles within your heart, and felt the weight of those experiences shape you in ways you never imagined. The people you've loved and lost leave behind echoes that linger through the years, creating spaces within you that can never fully be refilled. Fleeting moments of joy, laughter, and simple peace become bittersweet reminders of life's delicate nature and how swiftly time slips through your fingers. In youth, socializing fills seemingly endless days with purpose and possibility. Casual conversations and gatherings effortlessly stitch together the fabric of a life still unfolding. However, after decades of rich experiences, these interactions often begin to feel smaller, somehow trivial, against the towering backdrop of your life story. You might catch yourself mid-conversation, quietly wondering, is this truly how I want to spend my precious time? It's not cynicism or a loss of interest in others, it's an awakening, a heightened clarity about the real value of every interaction. This awareness brings an undeniable shift in priorities, where trivial chats about weather or repeated gossip gradually lose their charm, replaced by a yearning for deeper, more meaningful connections. Conversations that touch the soul, silences that speak louder than words, and moments spent with those who truly understand you become your new treasures. You don't withdraw from the world out of apathy. Instead, you engage more selectively and intentionally. One meaningful hour spent with someone you deeply resonate with, or pursuing a passion that still ignites your spirit, becomes far more valuable than countless superficial interactions. Far from caring less, you care more fiercely, determined not to waste a single precious second. This shift, subtle yet powerful, allows you to invest in what truly matters. You recognize life's fragility, understanding that every goodbye might be the last and every sunrise is a gift not guaranteed. In this newfound clarity, you choose, consciously and intentionally, to focus your energy on the connections and activities that nourish your soul. The burden of time isn't a limitation, it's your compass, guiding you toward a richer, more authentic life. The masks become too heavy to wear. Throughout life, you've worn countless masks not out of choice, but from necessity. Society often hands us roles: the patient parent, the supportive spouse, the reliable friend, the diligent worker. For decades, these roles fit comfortably, blending effortlessly into your identity. You smiled through tensions, held your tongue during conflicts, and nodded politely through endless superficial conversations, each mask molded carefully to match the expectations placed upon you. But at 70, those masks, once so flexible and light, have become surprisingly heavy, their straps cutting deeper into your spirit each day. The energy required to maintain these facades, to smile when your heart isn't in it, and to engage in conversations that skim the surface begins to drain you more profoundly than before. It's as if the weight of all those years spent pleasing others has quietly accumulated, becoming an unbearable load, silently asking you, is this how I truly want to live? It's not bitterness or resentment that prompts you to lay these masks aside. Instead, it's the long-awaited freedom to express your authentic self. You've earned the right to honesty, no longer burdened by the expectations or judgments of others. The triviality of small talk and shallow encounters loses its appeal, replaced by a desire for genuine connection, sincere words, and meaningful silences. This newfound authenticity is empowering. It gives you permission to set healthy boundaries and gracefully decline invitations that no longer serve your well-being. If a gathering drains rather than energizes, or a conversation demands too much pretense, you find the strength to say no, prioritizing your emotional and mental peace over social obligation. You've come to understand that life is too precious to waste on interactions that don't resonate with your true self. This realization doesn't isolate you. Instead, it guides you toward people who appreciate your truth, who value authenticity as deeply as you do. These relationships don't require performance. They flourish in sincerity, offering a comforting refuge from life's superficial demands. You gravitate toward those rare souls who see beyond your roles, who embrace your vulnerabilities without hesitation, and who allow you to breathe freely without the pressure of expectations. Embracing authenticity at this stage isn't a retreat from society. It's a bold step toward reclaiming your true self, living unapologetically, and building relationships that genuinely resonate with your heart. It is a courageous act of self-respect, signaling to yourself and others that your worth isn't defined by how well you perform, but by how honestly and openly you engage with the world around you. If you resonate with this truth, leave a comment below sharing your own experience of shedding these masks, because your voice matters, and your journey inspires others too. Death stops being a stranger. By the time you reach your 70s, the concept of mortality transforms from a distant abstraction to a familiar presence in your daily life. Death, once a far-off whisper that barely touched your awareness, now sits quietly at your table, an uninvited yet constant companion. You've seen its shadow pass over your life, claiming loved ones, close friends, siblings, perhaps even your life partner. Each loss leaves behind an emptiness that no passage of time can entirely fill, a reminder that life's guarantees are fleeting and precious. Health scares that once seemed remote or trivial become more immediate and poignant, jolting you awake in the quiet hours of the night. Visits to doctors, routine checkups, and subtle changes in your body no longer pass unnoticed. Instead, they linger, sharpening your awareness of your body's vulnerabilities. The youthful assumption that your health was a given has now evolved into a conscious recognition of your body's limitations and fragility. Facing this reality doesn't lead to despair. Rather, it brings clarity and purpose to every decision you make. When the time before you becomes visibly finite, trivialities no longer hold their former allure. Hours spent in obligatory social interactions, conversations without depth, or gatherings where genuine connection is absent now seem less inviting. Instead, you're drawn towards what truly resonates with your soul, activities and relationships filled with authenticity, depth, and quiet understanding. This shift isn't about retreating from life. It's about embracing it with intentionality and mindfulness. With death as a silent companion, you become increasingly selective about how you spend your time and energy. The choice to engage in meaningful activities, or simply to savor quiet moments of solitude, becomes deeply significant. Perhaps you prefer writing heartfelt letters, reading a cherished book, or listening to the soft sound of rain, finding profound satisfaction in moments that once seemed ordinary. There's a surprising freedom in accepting mortality openly. It allows you to strip away superficial obligations and embrace life's essentials. Rather than being overwhelmed by the inevitability of life's end, you find empowerment in acknowledging its reality. Every sunrise becomes a precious gift, each interaction a cherished exchange, and every goodbye a moment to honor fully. In this new perspective, life doesn't shrink, it expands in richness and significance. Death no longer remains an unacknowledged stranger but becomes a quiet teacher, gently reminding you of life's profound beauty and urging you to live each day with intention and authenticity. If this reflection resonates with your journey, please share your thoughts below. Your insights can inspire others to embrace life wholeheartedly and find meaning in each precious moment. 4. Loss leaves deep echoes. By the time you reach your 70s, losses accumulate silently, each one leaving echoes that reverberate through the corridors of your heart. Every farewell, whether to a cherished friend, a beloved partner, or a precious chapter of your life, carves out spaces deep within, shaping who you've become. These losses aren't merely absences, they hum gently, continuously reminding you of what once was and what can no longer be. Social occasions, once joyful and carefree, can unexpectedly stir these echoes, turning moments of celebration into quiet reflections. A familiar song, the scent of lavender, or even the clink of a glass might transport you back to times shared with those who are no longer present. These fleeting reminders can amplify your sense of longing, transforming what should be comfortable gatherings into bittersweet journeys down memory lane. Yet, this sensitivity to loss isn't about pushing others away or withdrawing from the world. Instead, it's a deeply personal act of self-preservation and emotional honesty. You've learned that navigating the complex terrain of your heart demands careful choices about where and how you spend your energy. It's not isolation but intentionality, a mindful selection of connections that feel emotionally nourishing rather than draining. You're no longer interested in superficial relationships that avoid the depth of your experiences. Instead, you seek those rare friendships that honor your full emotional landscape, acknowledging both your joys and the shadows cast by loss. Conversations with such companions don't shy away from meaningful silences, they welcome them, understanding that sometimes words are inadequate and that true comfort can come from simply being present. Each loss you've encountered has not only deepened your appreciation of life's fragility, but also sharpened your understanding of resilience. Through grief, you've discovered your capacity for strength, empathy, and renewal. It has taught you that pain, while inevitable, doesn't have to define you. It can guide you toward deeper compassion and richer connections. In retreating slightly from the noise of social gatherings, you aren't escaping life, you're making room for a more authentic experience of it. You're carving out spaces for relationships that acknowledge your full journey, relationships in which you feel truly seen and understood. Loss doesn't isolate you. Rather, it connects you profoundly to others who have walked similar paths, who recognize the value of genuine connection born from shared experiences. Ultimately, embracing the echoes of loss isn't an act of despair, but a testament to your resilience and depth. These echoes shape your wisdom, enhance your empathy, and inspire your continued growth. They remind you that the most meaningful relationships are built not only on shared joys, but on the courage to acknowledge and honor the profound realities of life. If these reflections resonate with your experiences, please leave a comment below sharing how you've navigated loss. Your insights could offer comfort and inspiration to others who are on similar journeys. 5. Solitude becomes a sanctuary. After decades spent caring for others, juggling responsibilities, and navigating life's relentless demands, reaching your 70s offers a quiet yet profound turning point. For so many years, your days were shaped by the constant hum of external needs, children, careers, social obligations, pulling your attention in every direction. But now, as the noise of these duties gently recedes, solitude steps forward not as an emptiness to fear, but as a welcoming refuge, a carefully chosen sanctuary. This newfound solitude isn't loneliness, though the two are frequently confused. Loneliness is an ache, a deep, involuntary sense of being disconnected or forgotten. Solitude, in contrast, is a conscious retreat, a deliberate act of choosing peace, quiet, and introspection. It's the purposeful decision to pause, close the door behind you, and enter a space where you can fully explore and reconnect with the core of who you are. In this stillness, you start peeling away the layers of roles and expectations accumulated over decades: the devoted parent, the reliable spouse, the loyal friend, the diligent worker. Each role served its purpose, yet beneath them, quietly waiting, lies your authentic self, perhaps a version of you long overshadowed by responsibilities and societal expectations. Now, you finally have the chance to rediscover or even reinvent yourself, no longer defined by external demands but guided purely by your own inner compass. Socializing, once effortless, now often requires deliberate effort and careful consideration of your energy reserves. You find yourself drawn less to large gatherings and superficial small talk, and more toward intimate interactions rich in meaning. An afternoon spent quietly reading, reflecting, or simply sitting with your thoughts feels infinitely more rewarding than hours spent navigating crowded rooms filled with surface-level conversations. This shift doesn't signal withdrawal from life. Rather, it's an evolution towards deeper engagement. Solitude provides the space to ask profound questions about what genuinely matters. Who are you beyond your responsibilities? What still sparks joy and passion within you? How do you wish to spend the precious days ahead? Such contemplations aren't possible amidst constant noise. They require the clarity only silence can bring. Within the sanctuary of solitude, small moments become deeply treasured rituals, the warmth of morning sunlight filtering through the window, the gentle rhythm of rain, or the pleasure found in turning the pages of a beloved book. You begin to appreciate life's subtler pleasures, embracing simplicity and mindfulness in ways previously unnoticed. This quiet space you've carved out isn't a retreat from life, but a powerful reconnection to it. It's a sanctuary that honors the rich tapestry of your experiences, allowing reflection, acceptance, and even healing. Here, solitude isn't isolation. It's a joyful reunion with yourself, a peaceful homecoming filled with clarity, authenticity, and a renewed appreciation for life. If you resonate with this embrace of solitude, please share your experiences in the comments below. Your reflections can encourage others to discover their own meaningful sanctuaries. Thank you for joining me on this reflective journey today. We've explored 5 profound truths that explain why, after 70, the frequency of visiting others often decreases, making room for a deeper, more purposeful way of living. This transition isn't a step back from life. It's a courageous step toward embracing what truly matters. Each stage of life brings its own beauty and wisdom, and reaching 70 provides a unique vantage point from which to see the world with clarity and intentionality. Whether it's understanding the true value of time, recognizing that we can no longer afford to waste precious moments on superficial exchanges, or finding comfort in shedding the masks we've worn for decades. These insights help us craft a life that aligns with who we genuinely are. I hope this conversation has illuminated the power you hold in choosing your interactions, cultivating meaningful relationships, and finding peace in solitude. Remember, solitude isn't loneliness. It's the empowering choice to connect deeply with your inner self, a sanctuary where you rediscover your passions, dreams, and the quiet joy of simply being. Now, I want to hear from you. What insight from today's discussion resonated the most with you? Was it the recognition of the true weight of time, the liberation found in authenticity, or perhaps the serene strength that solitude offers? Your thoughts and experiences can inspire and support others on similar journeys. Please share your reflections in the comments below. If you found value in today's message, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes not only support the channel, but also help this important message reach others who may benefit from hearing it. Additionally, if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications to stay updated with more content dedicated to helping you live authentically and intentionally. Remember, age isn't merely a number. It's a testament to your resilience, the depth of your wisdom, and your strength in adapting to life's ever-changing landscape. Each day is an opportunity to live fully, thoughtfully, and joyfully, embracing what truly matters. As you continue on your unique path, stay true to your values, cherish meaningful connections, and find fulfillment in quiet moments of reflection and discovery. Thank you again for being part of this supportive community. Until next time, keep living life with authenticity, purpose, and intentionality. I'll look forward to seeing your thoughts and insights shared in the comments section below.